A very good evening to you. This is UCT Radio 104.5 Maximum Respect. Thank you for tuning in. Before that, we had Mikasa with These Streets, which actually won Record of the Year as well as Best Group of the Year. So definitely keeping that local, and we're really proud.
That's pretty awesome. Congrats to them. I mean, that's something to be proud of, I feel.
You know what else is to be proud of? Our guests in studio today. Yes, and they're waving at us. We love energetic guests.
I'm excited for our guests tonight. Yes.
So keep talking about being proud of local talent. You know, they're definitely representing out there for UCT and on campus. Mm-hmm. So let's get going. Please introduce yourself. What are you studying?
Hi, I'm Jojo Kyababa, but everyone calls me Jojo. I'm studying BCom Information Systems. I'm currently in second year. And yeah. Lunathi.
Hi. Hi, I'm Lunathi. I'm studying business science, finance and accounting, and I am in my third year.
Welcome to UCT Radio. I know it's the first time for both of you, and it's quite nerve-wracking sometimes, I'd imagine, but the nerves have to go right now because it's just going to be a really fun experience to just talk about issues that are affecting students that are relevant to the topic today.
Mm-hmm. So I'd like to first start off by saying how Jojo and I met. Jojo's obviously part of an apprenticeship program on campus, and they've given all these challenges to do, and I was a victim of one of these challenges. a good victim, and basically Jojo had to sell me airtime, and I was so intrigued by it. I said, come on our show. I'd definitely like to find out what it's all about. So Jojo, could you tell us about the apprenticeship program?
Okay, well, the Student Apprenticeship program had 64 delegates from around South Africa, and I was one of them. Yay! And basically, it was hosted in Cape Town, and usually it's been hosted in NMMU for the past three years. And during the Apprenticeship Challenge, we had 8 teams, and in each team we had 8 members. And we had to do different tasks. And that's where one of the tasks come in, where we had to sell you airtime. And it was such a hard task because it was raining, and we had to run everywhere around campus, and we had a designated area to go. So
how many tasks are you given?
In a day, we're given about 3.
And you don't know about them at all? They tell you on the day?
Yes.
Wow. Do you want to tell us about the application process, how you got into it, how you found out about the apprenticeship? That is such a tongue twister. Apprenticeship program. Yes, there we go.
Well, a friend of mine, Alvin, and I were having dinner, and he was like, "Dude, you have to apply for this apprenticeship challenge." And I'm like, "Really? Seriously?" He's like, "It would change your life." And he's like, "Just do it for fun. If you don't get chosen, it would be a laugh anyway." So I was like, "Okay, let me just go and do it." So I went online, and on the ICX page on Facebook, the ICX Student Apprenticeship Challenge page, there was a link for the forms. Mm-hmm. So what I did was click the link, you apply, you send in your form, then they call you up for an interview, and then after that you get an email to tell you whether you've been chosen or not.
All right, that's interesting. Mm-hmm. Not too complicated. So it's just one sort of short list, and then you're in. You're either in or you're not. And speaking of ICEC, Lunathi is actually going to speak more about that and tell us what ICEC is, because I'm sure some listeners are also confused.
What's that?
Yeah, what is it about? I don't even know what that is.
Okay, cool. So what ICEC is, basically, is we're a society. Well, we're an organization in 110 countries, 2,100 universities worldwide. Yeah. Crazy. And SAC was just one of our products, the Student Apprentice Challenge, and we mostly do exchanges. So what we'll do is, you guys should have seen posters by now with a lot of info sessions, and we send UCT students outside of the country. And we also do a lot of events like building leadership, social issues. We just have our fingers in many little pots.
Oh, well, I'm interested in that. Tell me what makes a student eligible. I mean, what criteria do you use to select the students that can go overseas? How does it work?
Okay, if you want to go overseas. Basically, how the process works is that you send in your CV, and then if you make it through that, you go for an interview with Catherine. She's in charge of the exchange program. And we basically want to see the type of student you are, because a lot of the time people think that they're going to Brazil on vacation, and we're doing community development work. And for some of the projects, say you have to live in a village and you're not going to be posted in the Taj Mahal. So we want people who actually do want to make a change, who want to impact society positively. So if you make it through that round and we see that, okay, you will survive, off you go.
So obviously, if I wanted to apply for this, what should I build on my CV in order to get selected? What are some of the things you're looking for in terms of personality or character? What you've been doing on campus?
It's really not that strict,
okay.
Be a person
okay.
and want to learn, and we can help you build your CV.
So you basically develop the skills eventually? Or?
Yes. And it's not just about your CV, but it will look good on your CV because you're going out of your country, which is already a big step for a lot of people. But when you go out of your country, you're helping people who are sometimes less fortunate than you, or some of our programs are just going to teach English, but there's so much you can learn, it's putting you out of your comfort zone, life-changing experiences. And let's say you work for an NGO, but you're doing admin. So, for example, one of our programs in Brazil, you work for an NGO and you can choose to do finance or marketing or hands-on volunteering. So you can be an engineering student who's now learning how to do marketing. You'll be trained for 2 weeks and then you actually do the job for the other 4 weeks. So we're here to build you. You don't have to be a superhero to make it on.
Speaking about UCT students going overseas, Jojo, I know with the apprenticeship challenge, you were telling me while you were doing your challenge that if you accumulate enough amount of points and enough challenges, you can also go overseas. So tell me about that.
Yeah, well, the winner of the AIESEC, the winner of the apprenticeship challenge was actually my tutor, Jolly. Yay. And he got a free internship to India. And in second place got a free internship to Mozambique, who was Tepi. And then third place got, they basically, what happened is they get their application
admin
fee waive gets paid, so but he still has to pay for his flight to go overseas, and he can choose any other country.
So previously mentioned with Lunathi, you go overseas and you do some NGO work or something community based. What would you be doing overseas?
I would do something community based.
Community based as well, okay.
Because I enjoy community. I'm part of Shaka. And I just love the kids. They're amazing. So
no, that's
definitely.
Great. That is amazing. I love giving back as well. And I think that we're privileged enough to be able to understand that not everybody has that. So it's very impressive. I wanted to ask you, Lunathi, in terms of finance, once you're selected, do you have to then provide for yourself the means to get to those countries? And which countries do you guys work with?
Okay. I hope I represent Catherine properly. What happens is you're selected. You have to pay a 2,000 Rand admin fee. And you cover your own flights, but when you get to the other side, they will cover your food and your accommodation. And what was the other question?
The other question? Okay, yeah.
I'm a little nervous, but I know there was one.
It's all right. But the most important one was about the finance issue. That's okay.
Oh, you did ask what countries we were partnered with. Okay, good.
I know you mentioned Brazil.
Yes. So far we have 5 immediate partners. That's Brazil, that's Russia, that is Kenya, Mozambique, and China. But we are in 110 countries. So say you come to me, and I know there's AIESEC in Germany, and you say, the thing is, I really want to go to Germany. That is also possible. It's just that it'll take longer. So these are the 5 we sell for. You come, and by June, you will definitely be able to go. But you absolutely can look up some of our other chapters, and let's say you go in December, and we will try and match you with Germany or any other place you'd like to go.
And when does this happen? Is this during our back or theirs? Because I think now...
Yeah, they are different backs. It happens during our back, of course. So we send the first big group out in June, and then the next group will go out in December.
Okay.
But I work with incoming exchange, so I receive interns from other countries. And because our schedules are so different, I have interns coming in April. I had one from Germany who just got here last week. I have interns coming out throughout the year. Some are free June to August. So for incoming exchange, it's...
So how does... from your personal experience, how is it working with these people coming from different countries? You know, is it
so much fun?